Okay, hello everyone. This is Maggie McKee, Diamond Consultant, Independent Consultant with Nicon, and I'm here with you from the beautiful west coast of Canada, Vancouver. And I love doing this kind of collaborative work. On the call today, I have some other consultants who have volunteered to share their experiences so that those of you who are guests can hear a little bit more about the Nicon choice. And what we mean by the Nicon choice is that, you know, as we develop our lives, we make choices, and we're encouraging people to choose a couple of parts of the Nicon holistic purpose. One is to choose active wellness, and if you've already had a chance to explore the Nicon technologies through either another call or in person, you know that we are encouraging people to be healthy by choice, not by chance, and that Nicon has a concept that no one else has. It's about creating a wellness home, an environment within which you and your family can thrive and have the energies and the full support of being in an environment that helps the body stay healthy. The other aspect of that, a lot of people who become enamored by the products, as I did 21 years ago, because I'd been in chronic pain for 30 years. My friend introduced me to this. I had been desperately seeking solutions, and this is the only thing that created a permanent change. So I decided that there are a lot of people like me in the world who are looking for solutions. It doesn't have to be in the pillar called the healthy body pillar, but for me that was where I started. And so I love the whole concept of working collaboratively, building a community, working with a strong thought leader in wellness in the world, and everything just lined up for me. So we're hoping that this presentation will help things line up for you as well. You've probably already heard that Nicon is based on a philosophy, purpose if you like, where we help people have the tools and the training and the experience to live life in balance. Healthy body is the first part of that for a lot of people, but I believe that healthy mind is really truly the most important thing, because everything starts in the mind. All of the things that we create, whether it's in any of these other aspects, begins with a thought, begins with a decision. So we're going to be focusing more on the financial pillar today because we're talking about the business, but we want you to remember that Nicon is always about the importance of the holistic approach to life in all of these 5 pillars. So for me, the business allowed me to spend more time with my family, because family, that pillar is probably the closest to my heart. When I started this business, I lived a long way from my family of origin, a long way from my children, and because of the business, I was able to spend a lot more time with them. I just got back from a week's holiday in Mexico with my younger son, his wife, and their 2 young children, and that is something I would never be able to do as a college professor, believe me, especially at that time of year. I've been able to give a lot back to society by offering people health solutions as well as financial solutions. So it really is a big picture. And I'm going to go through some of the things that are, self-evident, really. We know that modern life is really creating untenable stress in people's lives, and the quality of health in North America and in the world is deteriorating because of that stress. And there are many, many reasons for that. Some people are just so stressed out because they have such an overcommitment of things they need to do and not enough money to do it. A lot of people are suffering from chronic health problems, lack of time. You can read the list. There are just so many things there that create stress for people. And stress then manifests itself in some kind of physical or mental form. And if you look at this list, I'm sure you can see some of the things that perhaps you face, your family faces, or people that you know are facing, whether it's just not having enough money because the job doesn't pay enough, or people have lost their job, people have created too much debt. And, in the United States, I know your healthcare costs are exorbitant. We're very fortunate in Canada to have a healthcare system that is subsidized by the government. There are still healthcare costs that are above and beyond that, but we don't have the tremendous costs that you do that I know can bankrupt a lot of families. And the cost of living just does not seem to, get any less, and wages don't get any more in many cases. So there are lots of reasons why people are stressed. A lot of people my age are looking at retirement and 50% of people in our country can't afford to retire. They end up either working or, depending on social assistance or all kinds of things just in order to live out their last years. So we don't want that to happen. We want to offer solutions for people. So that's what we as Nicon Entrepreneurs do. We're a global team of consultants who are dedicated to what we call a movement called Humans Being More. We believe that everybody has the right to become the best they can be in all of those 5 pillars. And our purpose is to help everyone to choose that active lifestyle and create that life in balance. I think that's what everybody is looking for. And I knew I was looking for it. I just couldn't find it until Nicon came along. So we are here to offer that solution for those that are looking for what we offer. And our mission, bottom line, is to create every home, to turn every home into a wellness home. And from the products, the air, the water, the sleep, the nutrition, and the light, that creates a tremendous benefit for everyone. So our primary job, I love this because, traditional business, I would have to do, all the product development and the shipping and the invoicing and all of that. And I don't have to do that because the corporation called Nicon looks after all of that. I get to do what I love, which is share ideas with people and support the customers that love these products, and beyond that, to create a team of people so that more of what we offer can be offered because we have a bigger team. And we're looking for like-minded entrepreneurs to join us, and also customers who are looking for what we offer. I want to show you how simple this business is. Any business that is successful has to have a system of some kind. That's why the franchise industry has been so successful. But franchises are pretty much out of the financial domain for most people. Even an inexpensive franchise nowadays is several $1,000s. Whereas with Nicon, we do more of the sweat equity thing. We don't have to have a big investment. We just joined Nicon, first of all, as a customer. That's what I did. I wanted these products. I saw how they could help, and they did. And I got to experience all of those benefits and decided to share that with other people and promote the products and the business to the people that I was in contact with. And so I would connect those people to whatever part of Nicon that they wanted. Some people don't want a franchise with their fries. They just want the products, and that's great. There are other people like myself who see the possibility of really making a bigger difference in the world by being part of this global team. Nicon takes over pretty much from there. When you or your customer orders a product directly online, Nicon ships that product directly to them. So we don't have any inventory. We don't have any receivables. We just are the connectors, if you like, and we get paid very well for that. I'll show you some of the ways that Nicon rewards us for doing that. So this is the franchise in a box here. So pay really close attention to how straightforward and doable this is. Our purpose here is to share what we know and collaborate with other people. So teach 3 to reach 3 is kind of the mantra of building the business. So the first thing you have to do is to get connected to the company as a consultant. So if you're a customer, for $99, you get not just a connection to the company, you get a fabulous web page and all the back office support you could need, the tools and the training and so on. And then you start to create retail sales. And the way you do that is by connecting at least 5 customers to Nicon to start with, and building that, that customer base. If you add 5 customers a month to your customer base, that's going to exponentially create solid business over time. So we start with the simple aspect of you're a customer, you become a consultant, you find other people who are looking for the products, and then some of those people will want to partner with you. So you get to the 4th stage here, which is partnering up with others. And the more partners you have, the more your reach is, the more opportunity you have to help people with the technologies and the business. And when you duplicate that over time, that builds a solid long-term income. And I just want to show you in numbers how that can look. This model is based on that teach 3 to reach 3. So once you yourself start, you find 3 people who join you, and they find 3 people, and those people find 3 people. That's 3 levels of teach 3 to reach 3. That results in 39 people who have become part of your organization. Each person has their own team, but they're part of your organization. And if each one of those 39 people did the minimum of 500 points in retail sales a month, your income would be approximately $1,300. And just by consequence of that, you would reach the first leadership rank called silver. And as you look at this diagram and follow it through, that's again taking that teach 3 to reach 3 down to the next level, the next level, the next level. It can create a huge income. Some people don't want to create that big an income or that big a team. So it's really up to you what you create. But I'll tell you that sometimes it gets out of your control, because you might have somebody join you as a partner who wants to have a huge organization, and that's going to add to yours. And there's certainly nothing wrong with that. So you can see that the ranks progress just by consequence, naturally, by building that, and the income also advances. So just to give you an idea, $1,000 a month, $1,300 a month, what would you have to have invested, even at 5% annual interest, to have $1,300 a month? Well, you'd have to have about, I just tried to calculate it here, about $250,000 in the bank. Now, not most people would have a hard time accumulating that, especially a young person. But if you had that, you would have an income of about $1,300 a month. And then as you look at the next level, $2,400, $2,500 a month, and so on and so forth, that would require a huge principal that you're getting interest on. This is something that you can build and have an ongoing residual income month after month after month. And this doesn't even include your retail profit. This is just the income that would be created by that team. So there's so many ways that Nicon rewards us. Retail profits is the first one, and that's the first step that we teach you. You sell a product at retail, Nicon pays you a commission of 25% on every retail sale that you personally make. And as you build your team, you get other parts of that called overrides and leadership bonuses and so on. So all of these are ways that the company structures the profit sharing, basically, because we are the advertising, we are the word of mouth marketing for them. So it behooves them to treat us well, and they do. Lots of cash bonuses that you can win, reward points, which are points that you can spend to get product without having to pay for them. And then you can build your personal product group, or you can use those products to incentivize customers and so on. It's really up to you, because it is your business. One of my favorite incentives that I've earned with Nicon was a trip to Japan, all expenses paid. That was a few years ago. It's like I'm going to.
I guess there's what?
Some background noise. Hang on a second.
This one do more so.
Just hang on a second. I'm just going to see if I can. Okay. Okay, we got it? Thank you. Okay, so I was just going to mute everybody here, and it looks like everybody. Okay, Danielle, I'm going to mute everybody, and if you come in to speak, just unmute yourself, okay? So as you build that team, Nicon continues to reward you, and you can develop a long-term income that is very wonderful. I started not knowing really anything about business. The mentoring, the coaching, everything was so wonderful. Within 3 years, because there were so many people looking for what we have, I was able to more than replace my income as a college professor. So that gave me choice. I could have kept teaching. It's not that I didn't like teaching. I didn't like the politics and lots of that, but I also wasn't living where I wanted to live. So I had a choice to become a full-time entrepreneur, because I was part-time for those 3 years, become that full-time entrepreneur, live where I want to live, design my day every day, spend as much time as I want having fun with my family, my friends, and my Nicon family. And I'll tell you, it is the best decision I ever made. And I really kind of jumped into it, the deep end of the pool, not knowing very much, but as life would have it, when you're passionate about something, the universe does conspire to help you reach the people who are looking for you. So there's just so many wonderful aspects to the business, and they really come alive when we have people who can share their experiences. So I see we've got a couple of the people I've asked to help me on the call with us, and I'm going to start with Shani. Have I pronounced your name correctly, Shani, or is it Shani? You'll have to unmute yourself, love.
Yes, Shani, that's right.
And Shani is in Georgia, the state of Georgia, which we were just saying before the call. That's about as far away as you can get from Vancouver, unless I were in Alaska, right? Opposite sides of the country. So, Shani, you have not been with Nicon very long. I'd love you to share what attracted you, first of all. I know that you are a nurse practitioner, and
Yes.
that's like being a doctor, right? That takes a lot of training, a lot of expertise. And so just tell us a little bit about the journey that got you to becoming probably, first of all, a customer and then a consultant, and what your vision is for yourself with Nicon.
Okay, I'd love to. Thank you, Maggie. I have been a nurse for 22 years and a nurse practitioner for 18 years and worked in pediatrics, although I'm a family nurse practitioner. And what brought me to Nicon, I started in September, actually was a product experience that my daughter had. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, when she was 13, running cross country and track, was experiencing foot pain. And we went to the orthopedist, and he said that she had a rare form of arthritis at the base of her fourth toe and that she needed to have surgery right away. So he did surgery, and she did improve some after that first surgery, and she was 13 at the time. And then last summer, when she was 16, the pain had worsened again, and she went back and he did a repeat surgery. The second time, she really didn't have relief from it. It didn't seem to make any difference. She started the cross-country season this last fall and went to the first meet and was in agony after the meet and just quit the team because she couldn't run. And she's like, "Mama, you got to do something. You're a nurse practitioner. What do we, So I called the orthopedist and I got a second opinion, and he sent us to his mentor, who's a foot surgeon in Atlanta. And we went to this guy, and he said, you have arthritis in your foot. You're just always going to have it. If I were you, I'd get some good insoles. And we had already done that. We'd been through that route. We bought $200 computer-generated insoles that were supposed to be perfect for her foot, and they didn't do anything. So, we were very frustrated. I'm embarrassed to say I'm a praying person, and I was giving up. I said, I don't know, Layla, you might have to start swimming, doing the elliptical. And around this time, my sister started a new job in town and started working with Gary Bolton's daughter. And they became friends, and she just was sharing her experience with, how frustrating it is that her niece, who loves to run, had to quit running. And Kate said, my dad sells this tape. And she gave my sister 2 squares of the Nicon duct tape. And that's it, just 2 squares. And we were having dinner over at my dad's house, and my sister brought this tape in, and she said, I wish I had a picture of your face and Layla's face. There you go. She said, I wish I had a picture of your face and Layla's face when I handed you this tape, because you're like, yeah, right, this is going to do anything. But Layla put the tape on. So she put 1 square on the top of her foot where the pain is, and she put the other square on the bottom of her foot where the pain is. And my sister and I went outside, and the nieces were riding bikes. And about 10 minutes later, Layla came outside, and she said, Mom, I think this stuff works. My foot's not hurting. The next day, she went to school, found her cross-country coach that morning and said, I'm coming to practice this afternoon. She went to practice and ran 8 miles, because that's their long day running on Mondays cross-country, with no pain, with the tape on. It was amazing. It was a blessing. I answered prayers. And I said, I need to find out more about this stuff, and had Gary come over to my house the next weekend, do a demonstration, and I signed up to sell it. And we've just been so grateful that, she's able to do what she wants to do. And she just finished her regions meet and running track, and I'm sold.
Great. So as a business now that you've embraced it as a consultant, what are you building? You're already at the first leadership level, so you must be doing some really cool things.
I just went to silver in March, and I've been doing just person-to-person sales, but I've done some online sales as well. And I guess everybody can see on here, I don't have any hair. I think I should kind of explain that part of my life and my story. I developed an autoimmune disease in the last 3 years called alopecia, and I lost my hair. And if I had not had that happen to me, I would never have taken a break from my job, but I did. I haven't worked since January 1st of this year, and I'm enjoying life. I'm doing lots of yoga and gardening and walking every day. And Nicon is supplying me at this point with about $1,500 or $1,600 a month regularly, which is helping to decrease any stress that we would have from this little break that I'm taking. So I'm looking forward to, I was talking to Maggie a little bit earlier before we got on the meeting about some, person-to-person contacts and developing some meetings in my home and just being open. Like you said, Maggie, and you had a personal experience, we were searching. We were looking, we were searching, we were desperate. There are other people that are searching. We need to be open to know that there are many people out there that not only need these products for wellness, but also it can help them to live a life of freedom to do what they want to do on a daily basis. I had a lady actually that I spoke to today doing an online sale in Minnesota. She doesn't do internet. She's 82 years old, but her daughter found me on the internet, and we had a phone conversation. And the lady said, I am in tears. I was looking for a Nicon representative. I have to have my MagFlex. She had lost her MagFlex, and she lived by her MagFlex. And, those opportunities where she said, I've been looking for somebody here. There you go. And she didn't have any contacts. And then she was able to find me online. And I think that's the big thing, is just keep in mind that there are many people who need these products, and just being open and looking for those person-to-person encounters where I can help other people and build a business at the same time.
That is fabulous, fabulous. Thank you. And for you, like, not everybody, but for most people that I meet, it does start with a need and almost a desperation to find something that works, that's not another drug, that's not another surgery, because I've been through all that, and to find something that is so helpful so quickly for most people and so long lasting. It's just, I really believe it's a formula for success. So thank you so much. Now we're going to go to Quebec, Canada, to Christian Aubé. And Christian is on a mentoring call that I'm on with Michael DiMuccio. And I am so impressed with this young man. He flew down to Orlando, Florida for the Nicon meeting last month. It was his first time on a plane, his first time out of the no, you've been out of the country before, Christian, right? But it was the first time you flew, first time you would
just on the border to put gas in my car, but not that far.
Okay, so Christian, as you can tell, is very young, and he's such an inspiration to me and to so many people, because he has this inner fire, this inner desire to make a difference in the world, and he's chosen Nicon as his vehicle. So can you tell us a little bit about how you discovered Nicon, Christian, and what you see as your future and what you're looking for?
Absolutely. Thank you, Maggie. And I'm sorry it won't be as fast as Shani, but I'll do my best. So first of all, I'm Christian. I'm from New Brunswick, living in Quebec for most of my life. And I worked 18 jobs before the age of 20. And I was desperate to look for my future, flying from job to job to job that I was not enjoying them. And I'm 21 right now, living in Sherbrooke, close from Montreal, for the people that don't know where it is. And I heard about Nicon when I was 18 years old from a friend in Montreal, and he just said to me, "Hey, Christian, let's go to Toronto. Let's go look at something I just discovered." I said, "Okay, go. Let's go." I didn't know it was Nicon. I didn't know it was wellness or active wellness or self-care, whatever you want to call it. And when I got there, I saw Bob Proctor. I saw Michael DiMuccio. I saw all those high-level guys, and I was so impressed. But the thing that impressed me the most was the test with the products, especially with the shoe insoles. Okay, because like Shani's daughter, I went to see a specialist to get insole in my shoes because I got in a car accident when I was 7. Okay, and when I grew 14 years old, I experienced lower back pain, chronic lower back pain, because of that accident. So I needed to stop playing outside, running, practicing parkour and martial arts. I was doing practicing Taekwondo since I was like 8. So after my accident, because I was fine at this time. I even needed to stop playing piano because the sitting position I was while I was playing was hurting me. If I stayed in that position for too long, okay. So when I saw this test, I told myself, well, that's not real. It can't be possible. No, it's fake. So at a moment where people were talking and it was like a break, and my English was very bad at this time. It still is a little bit, but I'm able to make people understand me. And I just look at someone and I said, hey, you, just come here. I want to do this test. Come on. And when I experienced that and I felt this iron bar in my back, I said to myself, whoa, that can help me. Because I was looking for something and I didn't know what I was going to see in Toronto. I was 6 hours from my place. I had no money. I was 18. I was literally broke. And I went for an experience. I was on an adventure. So when I saw that, I told myself, well, this definitely can help me, but I can't keep it for myself. I can't keep this secret from me. So I decided to share this to other people, because if I didn't know about it, other people in Quebec didn't know about it, okay? And I wanted them to learn about this, because when I was in elementary school, I was looking for what I was going to do in my life, and I thought I was going to be a police officer. I thought I was going to be an electrician. I thought I was whatever. I was planning on so many stuff, but one thing that never went away was I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to inspire people with the experience I've had in my life, all the things I lived, and I saw this as a gift to be able to achieve this goal I had when I was 6 years old in elementary school. I was seeing speakers coming in the gymnasium with all the children looking at them. So it was like a show, and they were telling their story. That's all they were doing. They were telling stories. So I said to myself, I want to tell stories to people. So here I am telling stories. That's pretty much it. So thank you. And where I'm going, well, I'm definitely going to San Antonio next October, and I hope I will see you all there.
Thank you so much, Christian. You really do inspire me, and I'm sure so many other people. And I saw that when we were in Orlando. A lot of the, people who've been in Nicon a long time were so drawn to you because you have that magnetic personality and, that heart that really does want to make a difference in the world. So I thank you for taking time out of your evening there in Quebec, and Shani for you doing that out of Georgia, and for everybody else for being on the call. And hopefully something here tonight has inspired you to be more, because our big mission is humans being more, so that your 5 pillars of health, your philosophy of active wellness and life in balance becomes more and more of a solid reality every day. So we're a global team. We love being part of a movement that is so worthy of you and so worthy of the world. So let's keep going together, and hope to see all of you soon. If not in even sooner than San Antonio, but if not, then in October. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you.